Hi everyone, my name is Gabby and today I am on a journey to start my 2021 budgeting, and I will start with sinking funds and cash envelopes. This is something that I've seen on YouTube within the last few weeks, and I thought it was such a great idea because I think it's important for everyone to understand what sinking funds are. They're basically items that you would like to budget for the future. So I have come up with quite a few sinking funds and a few cash envelopes that I would like to get started for the 2021 year. I'll go ahead and share those with you, and then I'll also let you know how I will be dispersing these in the sinking funds envelopes that I created. I do own a laminating machine, and I always have cardstock, and I went ahead and just slapped two pieces of cardstock together, and I created my own envelopes. I also have a label machine, so I was able to go ahead and put those, and I'll show you what they look like as soon as we're done going over the sinking funds. So I came up with 12 sinking funds that I would like to start for this year. The first one, and most importantly because we just had Christmas, I spend way too much money and I don't want to do this again. I did get a bonus and I also tapped into 2 of my credit cards. I don't want to do that this year. I want to be prepared for it, and again, this is to help me budget. So I have decided to save $42, which is a goal of $1,000 by Christmas. And if I divide that by 12 and then divide it in half, because I do get paid bi-weekly, my contribution would be $42. Now the next one is birthdays. And oh boy, we had a total of 5 birthdays in the month of December. So I have decided to allocate $10 per pay period. The next one is my car registration, and normally I wouldn't have a sinking fund for this, or at least budget this, because I just purchased a new car, and I have been driving the same car for over a decade, almost 2 decades. So I just typically just pay the registration, which is very minimal. But I just purchased a brand new car in November, and the registration just came in, and I nearly fell off my chair when I saw how much my tags are going to be on an annual basis. So it is $615, just in case you're wondering. So I've decided a car registration sinking fund. So in order for me to pay my registration by September, again, divide that by your budget, which in this case is $615, divided by the number of months you need it by. In this case, I need it by September, and then divide that number in half again. So this is a contribution that I would set aside in order to pay for my car registration in September. The next one is emergency. I think it's important for all of us to have an emergency stash. So I have decided to allocate $35 a pay period. The next one, don't judge me please, but luxury. There's no shame in saving for some of the things that you want, whether you pay it in bulk or whether you decide to just save little by little like I will. So I'm going to set $25 aside for that. The next one is car maintenance. Again, I just bought a new car. Oh, and by the way, I did keep my old car, so I have 2 cars now. So I was like, oh God, I need to definitely set some money aside for car maintenance. So I will be setting aside $40 for car maintenance. The next one is my son's school registration. He does attend Catholic school, so registration is $400 and it's due in August. So I will be setting $25 aside for this. The next one is back to school. again, this is also in August, so I will be setting aside $12 for this. The next one is savings. And for savings, I will be setting aside $50, pay period. The next one is vacation, because I do tend to go on vacation with my family and my girlfriends. And I will be setting aside $40 for vacation. The last two are for my boys, Jesse and Sebastian. So I will be setting aside $25 each. So the total for my 12 sinking funds comes out to $354. Okay, so now let's move on to my cash envelopes. So I have decided to do 3 cash envelopes. The first one, and the most important, is for groceries. I typically spend $150 in groceries. Gas is going to be $30. I currently work from home 3 days a week, and the other 2 days I'm in the office. And the last one is going to be personal. This will be for any items that I need to help me carry cash, because I am a total debit card swiper. So this will help me budget and stay within budget. So now the total for these 3 items is $230. So if we add the $354 and the $230, that comes out to a grand total of $584 that I will withdraw in order to fulfill my sinking funds and my 3 cash envelopes. So let me show you what I did as far as my envelopes. Like I was telling you earlier, I have a laminating machine and I always have cardstock with me, and I do own a label machine as well. So I created my own envelopes. You can use pretty much any envelope that you want, but I thought these were kind of cool because I did different backs to them. And I do have these little register cards that I got from these other envelopes. I have already started inputting the amounts so that it just kind of helps with speeding up the process of the video. So before we get started, let's go ahead and start with my cash envelopes. So for my cash envelopes, I have my groceries, which I have some money in here already. So I'm going to set this aside and I'll show you what I do with this next. So I do have my cash already set up here so that we can start the sinking funds stuffing. And the first item is groceries. So groceries, we said we were going to set aside $150, so that's going to be $150. So let's go ahead and put this here. Gas is going to get 30, so a 20 and a 30. Okay, so then let's set this over here, and then personal is going to get 50. Now personal is going to get a 50. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this in my wallet. And we stick it in here, and we'll call it a day. And I will have to remember that I have money in my wallet, because like I said, I always pay with my debit card. So this is gonna be definitely a challenge for me. So let's set this aside. And now let's go with our first envelope. So Christmas is going to be getting $42. So I have already wrote this in, like I said, and we will go ahead and put in 2 20s and $2. Okay, so that's 20, 40, 41, and 42. So that's ready to go. Okay, the next one is birthdays. Birthdays is going to get $10. So that's going to be a $1 $10 bill. in here. The next one is car registration, and car registration is going to get 35, and that's going to be a 20, a 30, and a 5. 20, 30, and 5. That's for car registration. The next one is emergency, and that will get a 20 and a 5. 20 and 5. That little guy's in there. The next one is luxury, which will also get 25. 20 and 5 for luxury. The next one is car maintenance, and that will be getting $40, 20 and 40. St. Pius registration, again, this is my son's school, is getting 25, so that's 20 and a 5. Next one is back to school, and back to school is getting $12. So we have a 10, 11, and 12. Savings is getting $50, and that's going to be one $50 bill. If I can grab it, it's hiding in here. Doesn't want to come out. Savings, we said $50, and the card's already in there. Vacation is going to get 40, so it's 20 and 40. And my son Jesse is going to get 25, so it's 20 and a 5. And my son Sebastian will also be getting 25. So that's a 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And the remainder will go into, we have 10, 15, 20, 21. So I do have some challenges that I will be starting. I'm going to start the $1 challenge as well as a $5 challenge. So this 10 will go into my personal. So let's go ahead and put the 2 5s in here and see how we do with collecting $5 every time I have change from my groceries or my gas or my personal stash. I will start these challenges. So I really hope you join me for the 2021 Sinking Funds journey. Again, this is my first time doing this, and you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. So I wish everybody luck, and I'll see you on my next one. Thank you.